Welcome to your question in Dharam Mentor Answer. The question is, how do you incorporate the feedback into your designs? You know that in a design process, like everything starts with brief understanding about the subject and a bit of a background on user and so on and so forth. And after that, you move towards analyzing and synthesizing, arriving at a strategy. Like, what do you want to do and what is that big insight or a big idea? And once you have that, then you move into manifesting that big idea or strategy. And later on, you do a prototype or you do consumer tests, and after that, and get some feedback from consumers. Now, on this journey, you will get variety of feedback. What do I mean? For example, when you do prototype testing, you will get feedback from users. That's one type of feedback. When you are analyzing and arriving at strategy, internal teams might give certain feedback, or you might get some certain feedback from the strategy head or the market head. So that's another kind of a feedback that might be specifically for strategy. So likewise, when you manifest your strategy into tangible ideas, again, like an art director or a creative director might give certain feedback on your images, colors, and form and shape, or the product usage. That's an expert's feedback. Okay, in-house feedback, expert feedback, consumer feedback. So likewise, when you do the final presentation to the client might give certain feedbacks. That's the client feedback. So there is no one type of feedback. There are several types of feedback given by several entities or people, and it needs to be incorporated or seen in that particular context. For example, we went and presented our design concept to a client, and client said he really liked the concept, but he has got one feedback. What is that feedback? In terms of the color, what we used, those are looking very bright and jarring. So he wants to have a bit of a matured color rather than teenager colors, because his product is meant for 30 to 45 year age group. So he wants to bring that maturity aspect, and he finds that currently the design what we shared with him, except color, everything is working. If we able to correct the color, if we make them look more mature, I think we are bang on. So in this case, of course, if we find the feedback what client is giving, which is valid in this case, because his TZ is mentioned 30 to 45, in that case, we implement those feedbacks. For some reason, like when the client gives a feedback, if it contradicts his own brief, then we have a healthy discussion with the client and arrive at understanding that, or how we can kind of look into his feedback and what is that is valid and how we are using that validity to strengthen our design outcome. Thanks for asking this interesting question. I hope I'm able to answer your query.